Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Justin. Here making another video, which is actually going to be a review of a movie I just seen yesterday, The Mummy. Now, I was extremely, when I mean extremely, like I was very, very skeptical about seeing this, just because there's already been a trilogy. Brendan Fraser did his thing in all three movies, and then now they're remaking it with Tom Cruise. And if people that know me know that I'm not the biggest Tom Cruise fan. I mean, Tom Cruise has had some hits, but I mean, just not a fan. I mean, it is what it is. So I was like, you know what, everything needs a chance, So, and I wanted to see how they were going to be doing, because from what I hear, the studios that's doing the movie is trying to create their own universe of monsters. So the one thing I like to see is how things are executed. And so went yesterday, went on a nice little date, and I went to go see the movie. And to my surprise, I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I really expected to. There was a new lady, I can't remember her name. The mummy was a completely new actor. It wasn't Imhotep, which was a breath of fresh air. It was a female antagonist, which I noticed kind of shifted. At one point, she was antagonist, and then you meet other characters, and you're like, well, she's not the antagonist, he is. And then it kind of ends up going back to her being the antagonist. So that shift of basically the main antagonist threw me off. And actually, the person that I thought was going to be the actual antagonist actually ended up being a protagonist. Part of one of the protagonists, not the main one, which Tom Cruise's character is, but essentially somebody who's supported. And like I said, it was really, really good. It still stuck to the Mummy formula of suspense and also comedy and action, which was good. Like, it wasn't just straight horror, it wasn't straight comedy. They found that balance, which is really good. What else can I say about it? Oh yeah, so about the monster universe, it's essentially now going to be a shared universe of monsters. And I know this is spoilers, but Russell Crowe's in this movie, which you've probably seen in the previews, and he's actually a monster as well. That monster being Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So that was the first thing I was like, wait, whoa, what's going on here? And at one point he actually does transform, and he gets super powered and starts beating people up. So it was definitely cool with all the special effects. And then the one thing I didn't like though is Tom Cruise's character had a really good friend of his, that ended up being cursed. He was bitten by a spider inside of a tomb, and he ended up dying on a plane, and then in a way becoming a violent zombie, or I guess he was maybe even controlled, and he ended up getting killed. And then his spirit was haunting Tom Cruise's character, in which they kind of made light of. Instead of him warning him, it was just comedy every time. And I was like, okay, like, they could be a bit more serious. Like, if both of these characters are cursed, it should be some serious stuff. But every time you've seen those two, they were laughing. Not laughing, I was laughing. They were just saying dumb stuff. But all in all, I really did like the movie. I'm very interested in seeing where this is going to go. As far as what character they're going to introduce next. I did see some clues. One being when you're going to the Jekyll and Hyde character, that you've seen a skull with fangs, so perhaps they might be doing Dracula. But I mean, to be honest, you never really know. That's something I need to research more into, what movie they're going to be doing. But I can easily see they're on the right track as far as if they keep this same formula with movies, this is going to be a really good thing. All right, and folks, I'm now heading to work, so look forward to my next review. I don't know what movie it's going to be, but I'm going to try to put these videos out a lot more than I am now. All right, I'll see you later. Peace, everybody.